Hey, what's up everybody? This is Devin from Team Chop Shop. Today I'm going to be talking about meal preparation. I get a lot of people coming up and asking me how I got the results that I got so fast. I lost about 50 pounds in give or take 4 months. The main contributing factor to my success is what I eat. When I tell people that want advice how I eat, and I tell them that I eat every 2 to 3 hours, I'm eating upwards of 8 meals a day, I get a lot of excuses. People saying, oh, I don't have time to make that kind of food, I don't have the money, or here's a good one, I don't know how to cook. You don't have to be a Michelin star chef, hell, you don't even have to know how to cook. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna tell you what you need to make these meals and also go through the basic steps from start to finish on how to prepare them. So let's get moving right along. First thing you're gonna need is a pot. I'm gonna make my sweet potatoes in here. Got another pot. Gonna be for my broccoli cutting board, any kind of knife. I need a strainer, an electric skillet. It was like 20 bucks. Works great. I use it every day. Need Tupperware. Let's go over the food. I'm big on fish. I buy a lot of tilapia. It's about $2.60 a pound, a little less than 13 bucks a box from Walmart. The first thing I'll usually do is I'll get a container to defrost my fish in. I eat a lot of sweet potatoes. Broccoli. You got your fish, put some water in it. It's gonna help it thaw out. What I usually do is have my pot kind of in the sink right here. Alright, just like that. Put a little water. Want a little bit of water in here, but not too much. Put the lid on. Put it on high to get it going. Alright, now we're gonna be prepping the sweet potatoes. Get your other pot. I cut off the ends. You don't gotta slice it all fancy. I usually just chop it in half. Slice it down the middle. Here's a quick little pro tip for you guys too. If you have some extra time and you want to get a little head start on your meal prep, what you can do is, I get these big Tupperwares. I made these last night. They're already chopped up. I just soak them in water. Good to go. Some water to those guys. Put it on high till it starts to boil. See, my broccoli's already getting pretty steamy, so I'm going to turn that down to medium. It usually takes about 15 minutes to steam. One thing I'm a big proponent of too is cleanliness, so I like to clean as I go. Put it back where it belongs. That way I don't have any dishes when I'm done. The pots that I got going on the stove, usually I'll just rinse them out and leave them there for the next day. Alright guys, we're going to switch gears now and get this protein cooking. So I mentioned I am making tilapia. If you're not a big fish eater, which I know a lot of people aren't, you can do the same thing with chicken. Just any kind of lean meat basically. I don't really eat pork or beef. Maybe on occasion. If you're doing this with chicken breasts, you might want to butterfly them. It's a little faster. Just turn it all the way up. My fish is still kind of frozen. It usually is when I cook it, so I just kind of dump out all the water. Just throw it on there. See, we're multitasking, guys. I got my broccoli cooking. I got the sweet potatoes going. Everything's going to be done in like less than 10 minutes. At this point in the preparation stage, sometimes I'll walk away, I'll go take a shower, turn the griddle on low so I don't really have to think about it. Anyone can do this. So just to recap, let's see what we got going on. I got the tilapia cooking. I got a little fish spatula here. Usually I just kind of move it around. It doesn't really matter if it breaks. I kind of end up chopping it all up anyway with the spatula. Then behind me I got my sweet potatoes. They're about to start boiling. When they start boiling, usually I turn it down to a medium for another 10 minutes or until they're fork tender. You guys can kind of check them out as they go. My broccoli is probably about almost done. Just make sure when you open this lid, common sense, open it away from you so you don't get a face full of steam. Start staging my Tupperware ready to fill up. So I like to roll out the red carpet for my food. Just kidding, I just don't want to mess up the table. So I got my Tupperwares ready to go. You can see my tilapia, it's almost done. My potatoes already came to a boil, so I turned them down. They're kind of simmering now. Broccoli's almost ready. One thing that I like to do is if I have some extra cans of tuna or chicken lying around, sometimes I don't really like eating the canned tuna plain because it's too dry. So what I will do is I'll cook tilapia and I add the tuna to my tilapia. So that is a lot of protein right there. That is enough for me for one day. I will split that up into 4 meals. I usually go for 6 to 8 ounces of protein per a meal. Alright, so at this point pretty much everything's coming to a state of completion. What I'll do now, my fish is all cooked. I'm just gonna unplug this. Same clean container that I washed that I thawed my fish in. I'll put it all up in here for portioning. One of the great things about these skillets is they clean off so easily. Alright, next we're gonna go ahead and finish off our veggies. The way you check if these sweet potatoes are done is you just kind of, well, don't grab one like me, but I just usually grab one, and if it's soft, it's ready, poke it with a fork or a knife. These are done. This is where your strainer comes in. Go ahead and dump them out slowly. Don't want to burn yourself. In my pot, cook once over, put it back on the stove for tomorrow. Make sure your runners are off. Next, I'll check my broccoli. That's soft, it's done. All my food's ready now. All I gotta do is package it. Alright guys, the final step. Got my fish. I got my sweet potatoes. I got my broccoli. Finished product. 4 nice meals that are going to fuel your workouts, give you a ton of energy, and be healthy. These meals are all low fat, so one thing I like to do is sometimes in between meals I'll have a little scoop of peanut butter, all natural kind, low sodium of course, I like this brand, or a handful of almonds, or some avocado, figure it out. I'm going to show you one more pro tip that I do. Obviously all this food is hot as hell, I don't want to throw it in my fridge unless I'm an idiot and heat up my fridge. So what I do is, I have a pan, this doesn't take long, I turn on my fan, look at that, it's right over my meals, 5 minutes, put it in the fridge. Usually while it's cooling down right now, I'll go ahead and go clean up my kitchen, the last of the dishes, so I'll go do that real quick. Alright, so like I said, I like to clean as I go, you can see. Kitchen still looks as good as it did when I started. I got my pots on the stove for tomorrow. My food's ready for packaging, it's all cool. There we go. Nice and organized. I got all my food ready to go. Gonna head to the fridge. There we go. And look how convenient meal prep is. Got a meal ready to go right here. I'll probably eat that in about 5 minutes. So there you have it guys, I showed you what you will need to prep your meals and also how to prep them. So I don't want to hear any excuses like it's too hard or you don't know how to cook or you don't have enough time or money. Look, this food's natural, it's cheap. Sweet potatoes are less than $1 a pound. Broccoli, less than $1 a pound. That whole box of tilapia was 13 bucks. I mean, that'll last me a week and I eat a lot, so imagine how long it's gonna last you. I'd encourage anybody to follow this sort of nutrition plan. You don't necessarily have to be working out, you're still gonna get results. It boosts your metabolism, it fuels your body, and I don't know, it worked for me and I'm pretty sure it'll work for you too. Thank you guys for watching my video. Just go ahead and hit me up if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Stay healthy and keep lifting.